Horford, Baisley, and so Ty Jerome, Moses Brown, each getting career start number 1. Pokusevski getting his 3rd career start.
When you can't play with a lot of pace, you got to space the floor. Because of the spacing of Pokusevski, he knocks down the first three ball of the game for the Big Blue.
And there is exactly what Memphis likes to do. And so here is Valanciunas, the veteran, going right at Moses Brown, and this time he scores. And Jonas Valanciunas is having a fantastic season.
You just let it go. It's all due to spacing.
And here's that matchup, and Valanciunas again.
And you can run your offense in a lot of different ways from just that one play.
All started by the ability there of Gilgeous-Alexander, and that time the Thunder consolidate the mid.
And you can run your offense in a lot of different ways from just that one play.
All started by the ability there of Gilgeous-Alexander, and that time the Thunder consolidate the mid. The Thunder consolidate the miss, keeping Valanciunas off the offensive glass. Jackson gets the flyby. He hoists the 3.
It's a great learning experience for a young player, which is a win for the Thunder, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Paris. As Pokusevski hacked on the drive. You know, I think of daylight savings. Last year, we were in Boston. And the day just flew by.
As they like to score about 55 points a game there as well.
And they got some high flyers who can get it done out in open space, as Jerome might have pulled the string there. Had a defensive player on his side. This is 3 games in 4 days, Mike. I'm with you. And that was it was yesterday. Nice play for Moses Brown. Another good defensive play there for the Thunder. We have the ball in the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander, using that big body of Moses Brown. Gets it back. Brown with the left hand. And he might have been clipped there from Valanciunas. And free throws.
And that's a shot that you can, you know, repeat, because it feels, yeah, that buzzer rang, and yeah, you just knew it was your turn to come out of the game after you took that shot.
I would love to hear what George Karl had to say. Without what you would consider a traditional point guard, but this is what we've seen throughout the team over the course of the year, as Roby, boy, scooped it up, had a good look.
That was a nice one.
Well, this unit is providing some really solid minutes here for OKC in the early minutes of the second quarter. Mark Daigneault has rode with Williams, Pokusevski, Roby, Miller, and Muscala. So you see 3 Thunder players ready to check in at the next stoppage, as Valanciunas diving right down the key, and then he will slam it down. The March Thunder Up fan box has arrived, designed for the loud and loud.
And Valanciunas is back. He's at the line. Now, he's one of those guys. He's a position player. You have to make sure that, I don't know what kind of shot that was. I'll get back to that in a second. Now, he's one of those guys. He's a position player. You have to make sure that, I don't know what kind of shot that was. I'll get back to that in a second. And Brooks is one of those guys. He likes to talk a little trash.
Valanciunas double teamed, forced it up, little flat. And you see the defensive players just kind of keep shuffling, trying to defend SGA. This time he sets it up for Jackson, who is off from 3. Brooks way off from 3, but it caroms right back to Valanciunas. And Memphis really wants to make the playoffs. Played in the play-in game versus Portland last year, as that scoop is good. Dillon Brooks, opening play of this third quarter.
A pretty solid clip of shooting in that first half. Just got to score up on the board, as Pokusevski misses that chippy. You're making use of that. You're moving the basketball, and you're still shooting a pretty good clip.
Boy, it's been a tough matchup all afternoon for Moses Brown.
That's just giving a guy a huge advantage when one guy's just standing there.
And that is a 3-point play for Valanciunas. Cuts it to a 6-point game. Morant, long strides outside. Anderson off. Valanciunas the size advantage.
And you see the hands of Kyle Anderson. You love that when you knock down a shot and the opposing team sticks up their hands and go, hey, who's got this guy? Or, you know, he's not tall enough to get in there and finish at the rim. Valanciunas will block that. That's a good little tool to have in your tool bag.
Oh my, John Morant getting inside and throwing it down.
That's not Moses Brown's fault. He's trying to stay with Valanciunas on that play. And, you know, John Morant, being the player that he is, just goes all the way down and dunk the basketball. Young player who's still learning the values of the game. Trying
to match the physicality as Jerome set it up there for Roby, who is diving down inside toward the skyscrapers, and we will get another foul. Talking about the man at the free throw line and just his natural instincts that just nightly, daily are on full display. Here on the defensive end, Valanciunas has been reliable throughout the afternoon and continues to be freshly inserted into the game.
But when he's dancing with the basketball, I have no idea what he's going to do because he's so clever with his finishes.
Freshly inserted into the game.
But when he's dancing with the basketball, I have no idea what he's going to do because he's so clever with his finishes.
But the Thunder want to keep executing on this end. Jerome, catch fire three. No. Offensive rebound by Brown. And he just got tied up by Valanciunas. Offensive rebound by Brown. And he just got tied up by Valanciunas. Morant shovels it to Valanciunas, who had it knocked away.
I'm not sure who did it. Maybe Ty Jerome. He parked himself in front of the rim and got a big offensive rebound.
Brooks, Snow from three. Valanciunas will have free throws. Quality afternoon for him in 24 minutes. Just had a real big bucket here in crunch time as Valanciunas off on his first free throw. And what has been a very entertaining game here with Memphis. Going down to the final couple of minutes. Valanciunas goes 0 for 2 at the line, but the ball pops out. And Memphis will get 14 seconds to work with. And what has been a very entertaining game here with Memphis. Going down to the final couple of minutes. Valanciunas goes 0 for 2 at the line, but the ball pops out. And Memphis will get 14 seconds to work with.